What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is T and I'm back with another video. We are still carrying on with the Mexican Fiesta theme at my house. And on the last video, I showed you how to make a spicy chicken fajita soup. If you haven't had a chance to check out that recipe, go back and watch that video. Let me know in the comments if you give that recipe a try. Let me know what you think about it. And today I am going to show you how to make a quick, easy weeknight meal that you can do in less than 30 minutes. And today we are going to be making tacos from a taco kit. But what we are going to be doing is we are going to add our own ingredients to take this box recipe to a whole new level and give it a whole new taste. So hang out with me and let's go on over to the kitchen and I am going to show you how to put this meal together. Okay, so in order to make this recipe, you are going to follow the instructions on the box as directed, and then we are going to be adding a whole onion. We are going to be adding cilantro, and we are going to be adding green chive peppers. So the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to get started cutting up my onion and my cilantro, and then we'll get started cooking the meat. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get started with our next step, and I am going to be cooking my beef in a black cast iron skillet. I have 2 pounds of ground beef that we are going to be cooking. And what you want to do is you want to just break the meat up. And you want to cook it until it's done, so until it turns brown, all the pink is gone. So I'm going to finish cooking up my beef, and once that's done, we'll go to the next step. My meat is now done, and do you see all of this oil that's in the pot? You want to make sure that you drain the oil from the meat because we don't want to have greasy tacos. So that's what we're going to do next, is we are going to drain the oil from the meat. Okay, so now I'm going to add my taco meat back to the pan. And I am going to add my onions. And I'm just going to cook my onions some before I add the sauce packet, or the packet, the seasoning packet that comes with the tacos. And the reason why I didn't cook my onions in the beginning with my meat is because I wanted the flavor of the onion juice in this particular recipe. So that's why I don't, because I have to drain the oil, and whenever you drain the oil, you're draining flavor too, some of the flavor. So what I always do is I will cook my onions after I drain my meat. And I also put some garlic in here. I know you saw that. I always forget to tell you about garlic because it's just something that I use all the time. And if you don't like a lot of garlic, you don't have to add garlic, but I think I put about a tablespoon of minced garlic in here. came up with this recipe because I was really bored of the kit and the taco kit. I felt like that it needed more flavor, so I started playing with my recipe and adding different stuff to it to see if I could give it a different flavor than what the seasoning packet gave. And I feel like that this adding the ingredients that I have added, I feel like that it gives it a totally different flavor than what the seasoning packet gives. I'm also adding green chive. I put 2 cans of green chive in here. I'm adding the cilantro. Make sure you keep about a tablespoon of the cilantro because I'm going to show you how to make a tomato topping to go on top of your tacos that I think you may like. It's almost like salsa, but I really don't add onions to it. I may add some green chives to it, but I'll show you how to make that as well. So I'm just adding all of this in here to mixing it up to incorporate all of the different flavors and ingredients that I just added. And because I'm doing 2 pounds of beef, I had to double the recipe. So that's why I added 2 pounds, because I doubled my recipe. So instead of 12 tacos, I have 24 tacos. And this is the seasoning packet that comes in the box. I'm just adding that. And I'm going to mix this up in here. And the recipe also says that you have to add 3/4 cups of water. And so because I have 2 pounds, I'm adding 2 3/4 cups. And what I do is I'm going to bring this to a boil. And the recipe box says that you have to cook this from anywhere from 3 to, wait, let me look, hold on. Let's see. Oh, it says that you have to cook it for 10 minutes, but you know, I have raw onion in here and I need to cook my onion. So I normally go longer than that. I usually cook this for about 20 minutes until my onions get tender. And then once my onions get tender, then it's done, and you can go ahead and load up your tacos and add whatever toppings that you want to put on your tacos. I usually do the tomato topping that I was telling you about that I'm going to show you how to make. And then I also will put cheese and sour cream on top of my tacos. So I am going to go ahead and let this cook for about 20 minutes. And then while this is cooking, we'll get started doing our tomato topping. And after that, our meal is done. Okay, so I'm back, and I told you that I would show you how to make a tomato topping. So I have 3 tomatoes. And what I'm doing is I'm just cutting off the top and the back of the tomato. And that is going to go in the trash. And then I'm taking out all the seeds in the tomato, because this is kind of like a salsa, but it's really not. Well, you can call it a salsa, but I'm not adding onion, I'm adding chives instead. So I'm just cutting out all of my seeds. And that, I always say it's slimy. I don't like that part of the tomato. So I always, whenever I make a hamburger or anything like that, I always cut that part out because I don't like it. But if you like it, you can leave it. I can't eat a lot of slimy stuff. Like, I can't really eat bananas. Bananas are like really slimy to me. I can eat them when they're really, really ripe and have a lot of black in it. Like if they're like bright yellow or green, I can't eat it. It's just too slimy for me. So to me, tomatoes are one of those things that are slimy. So I have like this mini dicer, and then what I do, because this makes it easier for me so I don't have to chop it up with a knife, I just take my mini dicer here. I don't even know what this is called. And I'll just put it in here to dice up my tomatoes. And I'll kind of like fit it, because it's only like, the area is only so big. So I'll put my tomatoes in there, and it dices my tomatoes really, really pretty. Okay, so that part is done. This right here is trash. And now, since my tomatoes are diced up, I'm taking my tomatoes and putting them in a bowl. And the cilantro that I told you to put back, you're going to add the cilantro. We can put that in there. And you're going to add green chives. And guys, I'm really, really terrible at telling you like amounts, because I really don't measure. I just put in what I feel is right. So I put that in there, and I'm adding some W sauce. And then we have to add the juice of 1 lime. And I have already washed my lime and cleaned it. I should have kept my cutting board over here, but I wasn't thinking. So I'm adding the juice of 1 lime. And then we are adding, of course, you know, garlic powder this time. And I don't have an amount. I just put however much I feel. I taste it, and if I feel like that it needs more of something, and then I'll add it. I also add some hot sauce, and I just put just a few dashes of hot sauce. And then I also add some sugar, just a little bit to take the bitterness off. And we add salt and pepper. And again, you want to taste it and see what you need to add to it. And then that's done. Comment down below if you guys give this recipe a try. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up. And most importantly, share this video with your friends and family. Oh my God. Seriously, dude. Jesus. Let's start over.